Welcome to my YouTube channel, everybody. Ah, dang it. I don't think. I've been doing this for so long. I just want to start the video. How does one talk to people, right? I'm not a talkative person. I don't talk to people. I'm an introvert. I stay home all the time. Okay, that's probably not the way you want to start a YouTube video. I, we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably keep that. I might not keep that. I might eat it. Um, but yeah. Long story short, I wanted to make a YouTube video because the last time I posted a YouTube video was 5 years ago, and I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel and start a YouTube channel. And now that that's happening, I'm like, hey, it's been 5 years. What are you doing? I'm like, oh, you're right. I might want to start posting videos. Though the main reason I stopped posting videos was because my equipment didn't work. I wasn't able to record videos while drawing at the same time. My computer just didn't want to work like that. So it would lag, and I didn't feel like uploading laggy videos of me drawing horrible things. Now, feel free to go check the other video, right? Because it's been 5 years. So clearly, I should have gotten better at art in 5 years, right? Okay, well, I would say I got a little better. I mean, at least this time I drew a full body, right? And already you should know this, right? You saw the title of the video. It's Into the Freddyvers. Now, the reason I came up with that idea of Into the Freddyverse is because I was watching the FNAF movie. I've been a big fan of FNAF for quite a while. I've been there since the first game. And yeah, I was wondering why Vanessa was William Afton's daughter. And I watched a bunch of videos. Now, a bunch of theory videos say that it's just because that's the way the movie is. And I mean, I can't disagree either. It's true. Scott does this quite a bit, mainly with the game lore and the storybook, the book lore. They, they're parallel. They're supposed to be parallel, but not exactly the same. And so it's just a lot. There's so many different stories going on, and that aren't really they're not the same is what I'm trying to say. And so you have the book lore, you have the game lore, and now you have the movie lore. And I'm looking at all this, and I'm like, there's just so many different lores at this point that which one am I supposed to take as being the definitive version of the lore? So thinking about all this, I was like, oh my goodness, there's just so much lore at this point that it's almost like there's a multiverse, right? I'm surprised there isn't, basically the Spider-Verse, but with FNAF characters, because there's just so many different iterations of Freddy, and there's just so many different lores and stories that are connected to the FNAF franchise. So I'm just like, at this point, they should have a multiverse that's just Freddy characters, and so that it doesn't really matter where the lore goes, because there's just gonna be different versions, different universes where different events happen and whatnot. And so I don't need to worry about what's canon and what's not canon anymore. So thinking about this, I just thought it was funny. It's like, oh, of course, why not? The Freddyverse. Let's just have that going on. So yeah, that's why I drew a Spider-Man Freddy. It passed. I was rambling about something, and the drawing is gone now. It's in the corner. You can see it. But yeah. Anyways, I moved on, and let's take a bit of time to look at what I drew, because it's flying by. But yeah, so you have a Spider-Man Freddy. I decided to use the Glamrock Freddy model for the Spider-Man design because it's more like a superhero, right? And the strong chest and the big bulky arms. He's just the security breach animatronics. They give off like superhero vibes. Also, am I the only one who thinks that the security breach animatronics are just? I, I just want to know what they were thinking. Why did they go in that direction? You know, I look at the old animatronics, right? The original models, and I don't want to go eat at that pizzeria. I'm sorry, but no. Who wants to go eat there when you have these weird robots dancing on stage? I don't feel comfortable eating there. But when it comes to the security breach animatronics, I'ma eat there all day, all week, every year. Now that that's done, right, I decided to merge Freddy with DJ Music Man because why not? We're talking about spiders and then Spider Freddies. I was like, well, we're gonna make an actual Spider Freddy as well, and so that's what I came up with. It's a Spider Freddy. Oh, I decided to use the sister location, Funtime Freddy for that one, mainly because of like how his jaw opens up. It makes me think of like the the things the spider have in front of their mouths, little grabby grabs on their face. But yeah, that's how that worked. I hope I put music right because it's a 15-minute long video, and I don't know what to talk about for 15 minutes. So I'm just kind of rambling about stuff right now. Um, I said pretty much everything I wanted to say. It's just that I want to fill in as much time as possible with me talking, so like that I feel like I contributed to the video, and that I actually made a video, and there's me talking in the video instead of it being like my other video, where it's just me drawing and putting some music on top of it, which I could have done right, but I wanted to do it right. So now here I am, talking away, trying to make a YouTube video. Um, So yeah, let's just hope there was music in the background because otherwise, just listening to my voice, that's oof, that sounds painful. There should be some music in the background. I can let that play as I try to figure out what I'm gonna say next. I've never had to talk for 15 minutes. I've never had to talk for 15 minutes. I mean, it's happened before. I've talked plenty of times for longer than 15 minutes. It's just that I don't know what to talk about when I'm talking to myself. Which, you know, when you talk to yourself and you don't know what to talk about. It's not like I know what to talk about when I'm with other people either. But, it helps. They say something. I go, oh, well, there you go. I'll just talk about what they said and whatnot. If anyone ever comes across this video, anyways, because I doubt anyone's gonna see this, unless I do something amazing in the future, and people are like, "Who is this guy? Wow, I really like him. I wonder what he did before." And then they zoom to this video and they go, "Oh my god, that's pretty bad." But yeah. So I'm gonna just let the music in the background play for a bit because I don't know what to say. Oh, okay. Well, there's something I can say. So looking at the drawing right now, obviously this is not some of my best work. If you want to see some of my best work, feel free to go check out my Instagram, which is hold on. Yeah, it's a weird profile name. XXX. Nope, no, that's not it. XX entity XX. That's the one right there. Obviously, it's the same name as my YouTube channel, but it's for my Instagram. Over there, I posted artworks that actually took time. Now, you might be wondering, how long did this one take me to do? 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to do all this. I feel like this should have been faster, you know. I should have been faster at making this, but yeah, you know, 3 hours is 3 hours, and I spent 3 hours doing this. But if you want to see like good art, if I dare say, go to my Instagram, because at least there I took time to do this. Now, it's not that spending 3 hours drawing Freddy is not necessarily good art. It's just that I rushed it a little bit, you know, because usually this takes me a lot longer. I had no idea what to draw, honestly. Like, you look at the first drawing of Spider Freddy, where it's just Spider-Man Freddy. It's pretty awful. The anatomy is meh at best. And yeah, I don't like it. And when I colored it, I definitely did not do it correctly. And when it came up to like mixing Freddy with DJ music, man, that was just like, oh, well, I guess I can do that, you know, because I was gonna like draw many different iterations of Freddy just to be like, oh, it's into the Freddyverse and whatnot, but I didn't know what else to do, so I'd draw more Freddys or something like that, and you know, I didn't feel like doing that. So luckily I came up with this, where I just decided to use what I had already created and make a final piece of it, where it's just like I make the two characters interact and give them something to do. Which, to be fair, I feel like I drew Freddy pretty right, you know? Like, look at him. You could tell this is Freddy. And back to what I was saying about my art getting better within 5 years. 5 years ago, I drew a mask. And that was it. That's all I could draw. And I looked at what I did in the software I was using to draw, and well, it's obvious to me I didn't know how to use it, because I used a brush that had like no opacity on it to do line art. So then you had these like see-through lines, and I was like, what are you doing? And so I was just like chicken scratching to like make the lines darker. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. It was funny. It was really funny to look at. But you know, at least now I can look at this and be like, I know what I'm doing. A little bit more than I used to anyways. And yeah, no, for a drawing of Freddy, I think it's pretty decent, you know? You can tell that it's Freddy. When I looked to see if anyone else had drawn Spider Freddy, there was not as much as I expected. I expected more like Freddy and Spider-Man content mixed together, but nope. Well, there was some drawings, right? There was just one like model of just like the OG Freddy, but like colored in Spider-Man colors. It looked quite scary. I gotta say, not something you really want to look at. And then there were some other drawings of just like animatronics with like multiple limbs. Not that they don't already have multiple limbs, but you know what I mean. Like they had more than 4, more than 5. They were trying to do something that was like a spider, but not the way that I did it. And so yeah, if anyone else wants to like feel free to draw a Spider Freddy, please do. Cause you know, I'd like to see that done better than I did. This is my best attempt at that. Not really, because again, I rushed this to make a YouTube video. We're getting there. We're almost at the end of the video. So, yeah. What are my final thoughts? Feel free to smash that like button, and please do subscribe. if you want to know what happens to me in the future. Until then, there's still a little bit more time before the video ends. So, there you go. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.